Okay, with linear regression, the idea is to try to fit a line that best fits data made in a scatter plot. Okay, so we want to come up with the equation. Oh, that's not really a straight line. The equation of a straight line through a set of data points in a scatter plot. When we do that, the x-axis is the independent variable. Okay, sometimes it's easy to decide, sometimes not so easy. And the y-axis is the dependent. Okay, so what that means is the independent variable is the variable that's not being changed by the other variable. Okay, like the variable that's causing the change. Like time is an independent variable unless you're some sort of crazy scientist and you know how to manipulate time. Okay, because time is not being caused by something, it's causing something to change. So let's check out this example. Rosetta owns a wedding photography business. For each wedding, she charges $100 plus $50 per hour of work. Okay, so we're supposed to identify the independent and dependent variables. So think about what x would represent here. Okay, we got to come up with words for what x is. Now $50 is multiplying that x, and if she's charging $50 per hour, then x must be the hours. Okay, or in other words, the time. And that means the independent variable is y. Sorry, the dependent variable. I said that backwards. The independent variable is always x. The dependent variable is y. And the dependent variable in this case is like how much it costs for the wedding, because she charges $100 up front plus $50 an hour for work. So let's see which one of these options checks out. Independent variable is the amount of time Rosa shoots. That's good. Dependent variable is the amount in dollars Rosetta earns for the wedding. And then it's asking for the y-intercept and the slope. If you remember from algebra, the slope is always the number attached to x, or to the variable. Okay, so the slope is $50 an hour, and the y-intercept is the number hanging out by itself. In other words, the value when x equals 0. So the slope is 50, the y-intercept is 100. One-time fee of $100, this is when x equals 0, so that's the y-intercept, that's what we just said. And then Rosetta earns $50 for each hour she works, so that's the slope. That's correct. Okay, so with all these other options, I imagine you can read through, and there's something that's contrary to what we just said there. Okay.